Right now, there is the political debate in Washington over the government shutdown, and there is the impact on people across the country. Good evening, and thanks for watching. I'm Brennan Gurley. Karen Capa joins us now live from Washington. Karen, thanks for joining us. Always good to see you. If the shutdown continues, we won't get the monthly jobs report released from the Labor Department on Friday, but we did get some private job data today, and it was concerning.
Yeah, absolutely, Brennan, and it shows that this shutdown is not coming at a great time for the labor market. It was from the payroll processor ADP, who typically releases their own look at the labor market just a couple days before the government releases theirs. It showed that during the month of September, private companies shed 32,000 jobs. They also revised their August report to show a negative number as opposed to the original gain in jobs that they had initially reported. But Brennan, these job losses were across the board. It was in trade, it was in construction, it was in leisure and hospitality, many different sectors, business services. Really the only bump and bright spot was in the healthcare sector. So looking at a labor market slowdown here, at the same time, you have 750,000 federal workers right now on furlough each day, and the possibility, the White House says, of mass permanent layoffs in the government sector.
And Karen, the travel industry in particular has eyed the shutdown with concern. What should travelers know about their itineraries and what they might encounter at airports?
Well, Brennan, if you head to the airport in the next couple days or so, you probably won't notice anything different. The real concern is if this shutdown wears on, as it did in 2018 and 2019, when actually it was the airports, the nation's airports, that kind of pushed Congress to get things back together and get moving again. Of course, TSA employees and air traffic controllers are on the job without pay during a shutdown. And as that shutdown 6 years ago went on for 5 weeks, a number of TSA employees started calling out and anecdotally were saying they were going to get other jobs that were going to get them an immediate paycheck. So that is a concern as this goes on, if we could see cancellations, delays because of that crunch in that area. The U.S. Travel Association estimates that a shutdown could amount to $1 billion lost in the travel industry for every week. That's not just of what could happen for the nation's air traffic system, but also people changing their minds about itineraries, uncertainty about the economy, especially those government workers who may not be in the mood to take a vacation right now, Brennan.
Well, now to a question everybody's asking. Has any progress been made on Capitol Hill today towards ending this stalemate?
No progress today. They took a vote on the same Republican funding proposal that they did yesterday in the U.S. Senate, and again, it failed. And the Senate adjourned. They took off. They are observing the Jewish holiday tomorrow and will be back in action on Friday. So the government will remain shut down until at least Friday. Some people saw glimmers of hope because on the Senate floor today, they saw Republicans speaking with Democrats, and that maybe gave them hope that maybe a bipartisan group wants to bring something to the table to try to work this all out. Again, there are some Republicans who do want to see what Democrats want, the extension of those Obamacare healthcare subsidies beyond the end of the year. But those Republicans say tying it to the shutdown is not the way to do it. So some conversations taking place there, but we'll see how that all plays out when the Senate comes back on Friday.
All righty, Karen Capa, live in Washington. Thank you.